Hello, everyone. This is Keith Jackson, and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. Today, we're going to develop an understanding of the concept known as consecutive integers. And here are some examples of consecutive integers, and they are 2, 4, 6, 8, and they can also be 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And when we think of consecutive integers can be even or odd. These are simply numbers that follow each other to produce a certain sum. And so when we dealing with consecutive integers, the first integer can be x, the second integer can be x plus 2, then we have x plus 4 and x plus 6, and then we'll find and see how these consecutive integers can add up to a given sum. And let's take a look at two big examples to help us better understand how we can apply consecutive integers when arriving at a certain sum. And so in this case, we have right here, the sum of three consecutive integers is 258. What is the value of the greatest integer? All right, and so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put x plus 2, and then x plus 4, and we're going to add those together to come up with 258. And here's the magic as we go ahead and solve this problem. And so now if we add the x's together, we're going to have 3x because we have an x here, an x there, and an x there, which will give us 3x. We have a 2 plus 4 because because when we add, let's say, like terms, like these x's, we get 3x, and if we add the like terms of 2 and 4, we will get 6, and this is why we have 3x plus 6 is equal to 258. All right, and so now with that in mind, what we're going to do, we're going to find, well, what is the value of x? What is the value of this number right here? And how we're going to do that, we're just going to apply some basic algebra by subtracting 6 from both sides. And when we do that, we will discover that 3x is equal to 252. And so in order to find out what x is, we're just going to take 3x is equal to 252, and we're going to we're going to divide both sides by 3. And when we do that, we will discover that when 252 is divided by 3, x is equal to 84. So 84 is our x value. And guess what? We're going to use that 84 to figure out the other three values as it relates to these consecutive integers. And so if x is equal to 84, then 84 plus 2 is equal to 86. And if x plus 2 is equal to 86, then x plus 4 must be equal to 88. And so the greatest integer, the value of the greatest integer in this case is 88. And believe it or not, when you add 84 to 86 to 88, you will get 258. And let us move on to the second example in which we have right here, the sum of four consecutive even integers is 124. What is the sum of the first two integers? All right, and let's take our time with this. And first, the best thing to do is to find, well, what is the first integer? And so we're just going to add them together. X plus x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6. And all that's going to equal to 124. And let us combine the like terms. So here we have four x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would give us 4x. And when we add 2 to 4 to 6, we get 12. And so now we have 4x plus 12 is equal to 124. And let us subtract 12 from both sides so we can get the x as close as possible all by itself. And so when we do that, when we subtract 12 from both sides, we find that 4x is equal to 112. And in order to find out what x is, we're going to divide both sides by 4. Okay, we're going to divide both sides by the coefficient 4. And when we do that, we will discover that x is equal to 28. So when 112 is divided by 4, x will equal to 28. And so we have our first value. And so now we have x is equal to 28, and then we have x plus 2 is equal to 30, x plus 4 is equal to 32, and x plus 6 is equal to 34. And the question, let's go back to the question, and it asks, what is the sum of the first two integers? And here we are. So we have 28 plus 30, and that will give us an answer of 58. Okay, you have been given quite a bit of information, and I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause the video to take a look at everything or replay this video as many times you need to gain a deeper understanding of consecutive integers. But in the meantime, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye.